Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I was going to go over my first round penning session I did with Jack. This has actually been a while ago. I've been storing up a bunch of videos, so I'm finally getting to Jack's first session. So I'm just going to talk through it a little bit and just share what I see, what I noticed, how it went, and my opinions on it. Jack came to me a very worried little 2-year-old. He was actually normally pretty scared of everything. I had to be very careful working around him because he would jump at just about everything. Thankfully, he never landed on me, but it was pretty close sometimes. In the session here, I was a little hesitant to really push him at first because I wasn't sure exactly how sensitive he was going to turn out to be, because this is the first session. I hadn't done anything with him before this other than just leading him to and from the stall. So this is where I'm finding out how touchy he will be, and my first thing I always kind of pay attention to is how sensitive it is. Am I going to push this horse over the fence or try to get out of the fence? And so that is what I have to keep an eye on. And I was very happy working Jack. He was very, very attentive to me, and he was very sensitive. I mean, you can see at this time he's already trying to figure out what I'm wanting from him, because he's always turning into me, looking to me. He's like, what does this person in the middle want? He's not figuring it out, but he gets there. He definitely does figure it out. As it goes on, yeah, you could see right here his head is up a bit. That is his normal head position. He does learn to put it down eventually, but in the beginning that's very normal. But a lowered head is what I look for. I look for that eye watching me, that ear turned into me, and also I like to see that their circle gets smaller and smaller around me. And I would step in front of him and ask him to turn into me, which is just setting up for correct turning, because I never like my horses to turn into the fences. I never want them showing me two heels. I always want them watching me with two eyes. So that was a beautiful turn right there. He turned into me, looked at me, gave me the attention, and I just nice and easy pushed him off out of that. So right there, it's just establishing what I want, what I'm expecting of him, and he is just working with it beautifully. My dad was standing over there, and so Jack would get a little distracted by him. So we had to work through that. But as you can see, for a very reactive horse, he did very good, because I was using a plastic bag there. And I mean, I've had horses that are trying to climb out of there to get away from my plastic bag. So obviously, he is relaxed enough and trusting me enough already at this point that it's not that bad. And I love this, just seeing his head go down and him sniffing and watching and walking in. That is beautiful. But he was a very inquisitive little guy, and I really liked that about him. So here I'm asking him to continue to be respectful and to face me. And he does it that way. He moved his hips over a little bit so that he was facing me. And then I come around to the other side, and I'm asking him, I'm drawing him, and he kind of is like, I'm not sure about it, and he blew me off. So I pushed him away then. So the whole point of that is, if he doesn't want to face me, then I'm going to make him move away from me and show him that I am the release. I am the place where he gets his reward. He gets to stop. So anytime he wants to face me and come into me, I'm really happy about that. Here again, a step out, and he turns beautifully. Some horses, it takes them up to the third round penning session to even learn to turn in and face you, because they aren't really looking to you. They're looking for their buddies. They're looking for that escape. They're looking for the way out, how to get away from the pressure, and they just aren't looking to the right place. But Jack was just wonderful with working through that. And here I take it a little bit further. I keep going back and forth, just kind of spiraling in towards him, and just asking him to keep stepping over, keep following me with his head. And this was his sticky side, his harder side. He doesn't really, gives me a little tiny bit, so I accepted that. And I was like, well, we'll go with that, and so I kept going with it. And you see his left side, he's way better at turning. And back to the right again. Horses will always have one side that's more sticky than the other, and obviously that's his right side, which is actually more normal that it's on the right side too. And there he stepped over, so I was like, okay, I'm quitting there, and I'll walk away. And he follows me, and that is just what I was looking for. But at that point, I knew he would, because he was showing all the signs. He was showing he wanted to be with me. He wanted to come see me and to be more connected. So that was really neat first session, and I was very, very pleased with how Jack did. So that was the beginning. That was the start of our relationship, and it went from there. And you'll have to wait and see the rest of the videos. I'll be posting Jack's first ride and some other things that I did with him also. So tune in again and we'll see what happens next. Also, I had to say real quick that I've been really bad about posting lately because I got Instagram. So check in my description box below and I'll leave the link to my Instagram and go check me out there.